that the U.S. government has purchased 13 million monkeypox vaccines. They already have it. They've already bought them. 13 million of them. Yeah, little coincidental as well, huh? Done through the U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority. They've been approved for both smallpox and monkeypox. Are being made by Bavarian Nordic, a European company that received $100 million in funding from Fauci's NIAID. So all of the typical characters are in on this at exactly the same time that the first 2022 U.S. case of monkeypox is confirmed in Massachusetts. As you point out, same time the World Health Organization is signing their treaty to get complete control. At the same time that the G7 is carrying out a little practice run of a smallpox outbreak and epidemic. You need to defend your civilization against the onslaught of this cancer of progressivism, liberalism, and globalist brainwashing. This is a life or death situation. No messing around. The prescription is 2 doses of InfoWars taken daily.
You came down to this southern town.
All right, welcome back, folks.
To show the
Boy, do we still have lots to talk about. Oh my God. So crazy. It's so crazy. We have a video of a boxer having a heart attack and dying in the ring. That's normal, right? Totally normal. Definitely has nothing to do with the vaccine. Right now, the name Rothschild is trending on Twitter after David Rothschild is being ridiculed for complaining about Elon Musk's privilege. Again, it's just the world that we live in, right? Trillionaires will virtue signal about privilege. You don't think he's part of the Rothschilds family? I think he is. I think he is. Who else is he? Who's David Rothschild then? Why is he important or public or known about? Has he done something? Is he a scientist of some sort? Okay, you let me know. But no, these people do nothing to gain their importance. They're born to it. They deserve it. But of course, one of the biggest stories breaking today and over this week is monkeypox. Old monkeypox. Monkeypox virus causes fever and bumpy rash and is usually transmitted to people from wild animals, but human transmission is possible. And now a handful of cases of monkeypox has been reported or are suspected in the UK, Portugal, Spain, the United States, and Canada. Wow, they're popping up all over the place for no reason all of a sudden right now when it's basically never happened before. We actually have a caller who's called in about this. Angelo in Spokane, Washington has called in about monkeypox outbreak and the upcoming G7 smallpox drill. I actually have a video of this, but it's in German, so there's no point in showing it to you. But yeah, it's the German health minister saying we are now going to be running a little simulation about the spread of smallpox from a jaguar bite. Just one of these little simulations they do right before the real thing happens. Thanks for calling in, Angelo. You're on the air. What do you have about this?
Awesome, Harrison. Thanks for taking my call again.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add also Italy and Sweden this morning, added to the list of countries, as well as, the G7 is to host a pandemic smallpox exercise similar to Event 201 ahead of the WHO assembly. So just a heads up, man. This is probably going to be the push next year. So very, very, right?
Yeah.
Telling them what they're going to do here
just
now.
Total coincidence, right? I mean, this is the crazy thing.
Yeah.
It's like you almost can't blame them, right? Because all throughout COVID, you've seen how gullible the American people have been. Why shouldn't they tell you aliens are coming and that they say to make a global government and that monkeypox is just sprouting up all over the world totally randomly at exactly the same time that they're doing these tests? At exactly the same time, by the way, that the U.S. government has purchased 13 million monkeypox vaccines. They already have it. They've already bought them. 13 million of them. Yeah, little coincidental as well, huh? Done through the U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority. They've been approved for both smallpox and monkeypox. Are being made by Bavarian Nordic, a European company that received $100 million in funding from Fauci's NIAID. So all of the typical characters are in on this at exactly the same time that the first 2022 U.S. case of monkeypox is confirmed in Massachusetts. As you point out, same time the World Health Organization is signing their treaty to get complete control. At the same time that the G7 is carrying out a little practice run of a smallpox outbreak, an epidemic. Like, that's the thing. They have the minds of the American people so under wraps and so controlled. They can just do this. They just come out and, I mean, they could just come out and go, yeah, we're releasing monkeypox to all of you. We're going to infect you all with monkeypox, and you're going to have to come get our vaccine. It's untested. You're going to have vaccine, whatever. Like, they could just say it now, and people would just be like, trust the science, monkeypox. You have to trust the science. We all have to get monkeypox. They're going to give us all monkeypox because the science says so. Here's news. Bavarian Nordic to manufacture first freeze-dried doses of smallpox vaccines upon exercise of contract option by the U.S. government. So it's just, please, for the love of God, people, this is not a coincidence. They are not just identifying potential outbreaks. They are releasing this stuff. They are doing this on purpose. They are all coordinated from the UN to the WHO to the WEF to the USAID to Anthony Fauci and the NHS to his wife as the chief bioethicist of this country. Like, they're all in it together. They're all doing it on purpose. They're all doing it in a coordinated fashion at exactly the same time on exactly the same topic, training for exactly the same thing. Like, please wake up, for the love of God. This is not a coincidence. These people are utterly incompetent. They are not geniuses. They are not figuring this stuff out and predicting what's going to happen. They're causing the thing to happen. Like, my God, if I knew Americans were like this, I would have, I don't know, I'd be, an arsonist selling fire insurance or something. I would just be tricking people because they're clearly so stupid, right? It's like, how many times does this have to happen before you realize that it's not a coincidence? It's like, man, every time this guy comes over to my house, all of my cash is missing the next day. And you just keep inviting the guy over. It's like, at a certain point, do you not realize what's going on? Can you not draw a pattern between one point and another and go, these things are connected? Yep. This is obvious that this is happening. I'm sorry I just start yelling there, Angelo, but yeah, thanks for bringing this up. Anything else before we move on to the new caller?
Yeah, I actually just started doing videos. Is there any way I can plug my Patreon channel or tag?
Do it right now, please.
It's the American Shaman 1776 at Patreon, and then as well, I want to plug for 2 of your products. Please. It is the Patriot Blend Coffee and the X2. I make my coffee in the morning, put a few drops of the X2, and got some X2 coffee, and I recommend it. It's bomb. And man, you get that energy the whole day.
Brilliant.
So go to InfoWarsStore.com and get yourself some X2 and some Mac coffee.
Thank you so much.
Again, guys,
tell us the name one more time. Brighteon, it was American Shaman 1776?
Yeah, the American Shaman 1776, and it's SHAMAN. And
Awesome.
then don't confuse me with the Q Shaman guy.
Heavens no.
Weirdo, man.
Although, wasn't his name Angelo also? Are you the Q Shaman guy? I'm getting a little.
Not. I hope his name is not Angelo.
I thought it was. I think it's something similar to that, but just coincidence. All right, American Shaman 1776 on Brighteon. We will check it out. Thank you, sir, for that.
Awesome, brother. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good job taking your info word to the next level.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. We'll go out to the next caller. Matt, did you want to say something here?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, fill you in on the Rothschild trending topic on Twitter this morning. A guy named David M. Rothschild, whose Twitter handle is Dave Mike Rot, DAVMICROT, tweeted criticism of Elon Musk. A bunch of people jumped on saying, wow, a Rothschild, criticizing Elon Musk. Turns out that David M. Rothschild, is not related to the famous banking family. He does have the same last name, but he's a New York-based economist. I've got his website pulled up. You can find it on his Twitter, and he's a Microsoft analyst. He works at Microsoft in New York City. The guy's got a PhD in applied economics at the Wharton School of Business. Yeah, this guy right here. So yeah, he's not like a famous banking Rothschild, but
are you sure though?
100%.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm right and you're wrong?
I'm still suspicious.
Okay.
I'm still suspicious. Well, because the founder of the Rothschilds made up that name, right? It means red shield, and he used a red shield as his emblem. So, I don't think
Why
that's
won't you say Knights of Malta?
What's that?
Why won't you say Knights of Malta?
Yeah. I'm sorry. When the Knights of Malta created the Rothschild, whatever conspiracy it is. But yeah, I was always.
Do you know the Knights of Malta have an office in Oakland?
Do they really?
They're real gangsters. They run the block.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, I'm still suspicious. I still think he's
Sounds pretty anti-Semitic to me.
of the family, anti-Rothschilds. Yeah, we should just play. We should play that clip that we played before, talking about the history of the Rothschilds and how they took over England after the Battle of Waterloo. All right, let's go to nobody. We're running out of time. We're going to go to more calls on the other side. Stay with us. Please go to InfoWarsStore.com, folks, as you hear callers. And, we don't prompt them to do it, but we certainly don't object pointing out their favorite products and even ways they like to mix and match the products. Listen, if there's something in your life that you need that extra little leg up to help take care of, whether, you're trying to work out more, but you hate being sore, try the Bod Ease. If you just want to, hey, as it says, supercharge your natural potential, get Alpha Power. It's 40% off right now. There's something for everybody at InfoWarsStore.com. It will improve your life and it will keep us on the air. InfoWarsStore.com.
InfoWars has been selling a variety of Faraday cages to protect your privacy for more than 20 years. We were one of the first national talk shows to expose satellite tracking and how government and corporations and hackers and other criminal groups are using it to steal your identity and sell your information. Everybody out there watching right now has had the apps and the phone companies and the big tech companies track your data, create a dossier, and sell it to hundreds, if not thousands, of different organizations. And they use this data to collectively screw over not just the people of America, but the people of the world. Now, we've sold more than 10 different brands of Faraday cages. But a couple years ago, I said, listen, I want high quality, made in America systems that the military uses that are also very, very affordable. So we set out to find out who has the main contracts to supply the Pentagon, the FBI, and others. We finally made contact over a year ago. We put in an order more than 6 months ago, and they came in, ladies and gentlemen. We have 12 different sizes of high-quality Faraday cages for iPads, laptops, cell phones, big cell phones, little cell phones. They've even got huge bags you can put multiple desktops in that are 100% impenetrable, so that different organizations and groups and contact tracers cannot penetrate into your device and steal your data and create a map of your life and how to take you down. This is so critical, and going into the future, everybody is going to be involved in this. In fact, it's one of the fastest growing industries out there. We have high quality systems for every different type of device at InfoWarsStore.com under our new private label that we've done with this great company titled Redux. So get your Redux Faraday cages at InfoWarsStore.com to protect your privacy and your life while you fund the InfoWar. Redux.